Well, hello everybody, welcome back here live at Royal Norwich for the Mizuno Next Gen Series, the MCB Masters. It's day two, the final day. Giles Evans leading the way 4 under par. He goes out at 10 past 2. Now, Giles Evans as well, funnily enough, is a Mizuno player as well. That's quite handy, isn't it? Now, I actually spoke to Giles a little bit earlier when I came down to catch up with the guys, just to make sure it was all right for us to have a little poke around. He actually said, rather interesting, this is the first time in his career he's ever led a multi-day event overnight. So how good is that? Giles Evans, 2-shot lead, 4 under par. He goes out at 10 past 2. Now, this afternoon, we are going to follow the final groups all the way home for the final sort of 5 or 6 holes or so. If there's a playoff, we'll bring you that playoff live too. Now, in this segment, as you can see behind us, is the Mizuno Tour Workshop. The guys have granted as a special permission to go in, chat to the guys, have a little poke around, see what types of thing they're going to do, maybe give us a couple of demonstrations as well, maybe realigning. That would be really great. We're going to go find out just very quickly as we are live. Of course, if you have a question at any time, please do comment below. We can see them. We want to hear from you. This is your show. This is all about you engaging with us. If you want to have your comments shown on screen, best place to do it is our YouTube channel. There's a link in the body of this broadcast, takes straight through to live sport now. Hit subscribe. You can watch live golf for free in 2022, and on the chat bar, if you comment, we'll show it on screen if we get a chance. Right, who wants to go have a look inside? Because I certainly do. Let's go in and have a little pop up the stairs. We've got some clubs hanging out here too. Let's see who these are. Leon, be careful on these steps because they move about a little bit as we go up. That's the beauty of being live. How are we doing? All right?
Bonjour.
Just let you know we are live, so we won't go that way.
No swearing.
We'll go no swearing, no swearing. Right, first of all, what's your name?
Matt McIsaac.
Matt McIsaac. And Matt, tell us what you do for Mizuno.
So I'm Tour Rep here at Mizuno, so I spend the majority of my time with the tour, looking after our tour players at elite level, and obviously weeks like this, working with the development side of the
next
the
crop
tours.
coming through, right?
Exactly, yeah. So good for us to be here this week, good to be a part of the tour, good to be kind of seeing people that we don't normally see on week-to-week basis. So.
And of course now you guys, Mizuno Next Gen Series, that's exciting, right?
It is, yeah. It's great for us, I think, as a brand to be able to just have a conversation with people week to week. You know, Joe's doing a great job. He's our development guy. He's going to look after all the guys on tour.
They're pretending to look busy right now.
Correct, yeah. So they're in there looking away, but yeah. So he'll be kind of liaising from development stage to main tour. So yeah, it's just a great feeder for us to try and see different people and get the next crop of talent, as you say.
Now, you've got a lot of players out in the field, of course. You've got the leader as well, Giles Evans. We saw him a little bit earlier, didn't he? He came up here. What were you doing for him? What advice were you giving him? Were you looking after his clubs? What do you do? What do you do for Giles at an event like this?
He was quite fun actually. So he was quite clear. He said, "I've never held an overnight lead." So he's saying, "Oh, this feels a bit different," and that's what's quite nice about golf at this level is that conversation. At the top level on the European tour, everyone's kind of very rounded in what they want to say. They're saying, very media savvy. So to have the honest conversation with Giles, he just came on.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
I feel a bit different.
We're going to see a lot of him later in the later broadcast as well. So yes.
So he was coming for a chat. He grabbed some gloves, grabbed a towel. So just your normal week to week things that you go through.
Can you show us around? What have we got? By the way, it's lovely. It's air conditioned in here. It's so
it's
warm out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
My word, it's so nice in here. So, I mean, it's a real workshop, isn't it? I know it says it on the side, but sometimes you think, oh, it's just you go inside, it's all corporate, but it's not, is it?
No,
what have we got? Talk us through.
We have workshop this end. Obviously, we do have a kind of a hospitality room in there with the lounge and the TVs and what have you. A lot of the players come in week to week on the main tour. This is just like a hub. It's a really nice HQ to get together with the players, chat away. A lot of work kind of gets done, almost like being in the bar. You're always on that level of trying to get an insight into your players and trying to get a better relationship. So a lot happens in there. But in here, obviously, we have our shaft wall at the back. So we have thousands and thousands of different shafts. We have a whole bunch more underneath. So the lockers underneath. We have
just with the shafts, there's so many different types, isn't there? Is there a common, like the most popular go-to shaft?
There is and there isn't. I mean, it's so dependent on each individual player. There are some trends at the moment, certainly in graphite. So when we're looking in the driver world, the Ventus line has been very, very popular. The only thing I think we ask from shaft manufacturers is as long as it does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got a high launch, mid launch, low launch, and you go out with your player and you expect to see that, and it does that,
yeah,
then it's great. So we can kind of work with that. So yeah, shaft wise, there are some things at the moment that are more popular than others, but the shaft well's evolving all the time. You know, we're always getting new stuff. We're always getting new things to try. So yeah, that side of it all is ever changing. You've still got your old dinosaurs in there, but there are a whole lot of new stuff popping through.
Good stuff. Now this has caught my eye. What have we got over here?
So this is we use this little chap for numerous different roles, but today we were grinding a wedge down. So this is for Dan Gaunt.
Oh yes, yep.
So we were just taking some heel relief. So I don't know if you can see on the sole there, just trying to take that back. A little bit of toe, but focusing really on the heel there, trying to get that a little bit more workable through the turf. So that one's bang on. So I'm now just going to copy that into his lob wedge. So that's a job for later on.
Or is it a bit fine?
It's a bit of a faff,
time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a faff, just because we've got to change some belts and do some bits. But
we know Dan, and
pretend you didn't see that one, and we'll just work on that one.
Yeah.
So.
I just done that one. There you go.
Yeah, here's one I made earlier. Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic.
So yeah, that's that side of it.
By the way, sorry, I've just look at these. Incredible.
So that's one of OJ's old ones.
Is that one of those? Oh, of course, OJ Farrell. Yeah.
So he's not here this week, but that's one of his old wedges. So we try and keep players' old wedges, so we have whether it's a grind or whether it's something individual, we try and keep hold of them just so we can reference those.
Still better than my one in my bag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. But they'll the thing with wedges is the amount of golf balls these guys hit and the grass ranges they hit off.
Well, actually, that's interesting, wedges, because they do wear down, actually, don't they? And they're actually supposed to, aren't they?
Exactly. Yeah. You know, the 1025 stuff that we forge from is as close to jewellery as you're going to get, so it's very, very soft.
So how long did OJ use this for then?
He probably works 4 or 5 months each wedge.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, it depends on how much you
so
play
this
and
year,
what you're
then?
hitting golf shots off.
Mine's
Mats
about
aren't
5
too
years
bad.
old.
Yeah. Like smooth grooves, not getting so much
Grooves?
spin.
What are they?
Yeah. But that's the thing, you know, sharp grooves, not only does it affect how much the ball reacts, but also your ball flight, you know, you're getting the correct spin, everything else is where they want it to be. So, yeah, we try and renew the wedges every 4 or 5 months.
Fantastic stuff. A few more bits and bobs here.
Further down, so yeah, we've got all our heads are hidden away in
oh,
here.
Yeah.
So.
Look at that.
So that's your iron heads. We have, like we do at retail, we have our 2 different weights. We have A weight and then we have a B weight that are slightly lighter, designed for slightly different lengths.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're at the moment probably the 921s are the 221s are probably our most used head out here at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's hidden away in there. Grip draws at the moment are looking a little bit sad, unfortunately, with the the global shortage of grips. So we're doing okay. We're getting by here, but really kind of keeping very close tabs on what our guys use and just trying to focus on.
How quick can you regrip a club? How quick?
Regrip's easy. Not because I'm very good at it, but because we have the right tools. If you have the right tools, it's very, very simple. So yeah, straight in the vice there. Get your lubricant in there and it's a piece of cake.
It's
very, very easy. Back in the old days when you had to get it on in the pro shop, that was a different story.
Yeah.
You know, when you're trying to get some petrol down the grip.
I think a lot of people can probably relate to that watching.
Yeah, so we're lucky to have the right stuff on here. But yeah, I mean, in terms of building a club, if you can't find it on here, then you're in the wrong game.
And look, Mizuno, obviously famous for your irons, aren't you? We've just seen the heads there. What do you play? Tell us what's in your bag.
I have got an older set of MP5s.
Okay.
So I've got some MP5s that I've had the mentality of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So they kind of continued through.
But the irons, the actual irons, and we talk about wedges there, they do wear out. But the irons, they last, don't they? They really do.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they're forged from the same material. But the beauty you've got with the irons, because they haven't got quite so much amount of loft, you know, that you can get away with. You can get away with keeping them a lot longer, and sometimes it takes a little while to groove a set of irons in. So you know, we've had guys who play on tour that are hitting golf balls every day, and you know, a year down the line, where they've got nice little centre marks, they're still using them because they're comfortable with them. So, irons don't get changed half as much as wedges. But what you'll see, especially out here as well on the Clutch Pro, is a lot more guys are using our woods. You know, that's been a huge push for us, is getting the driver, getting the 3-wood into people's bags. And as I say, Giles, who's overnight leading, he's got a full bag. So he's got right away from drive all the way through to lob wedge, he's got a full bag of our stuff. So it's the product is where it should be now. The woods are as good as the irons now. So kind of this is a level we want to kind of re-educate you guys into understanding that we're not just an iron company.
Yeah.
You know, we're building great woods, we're building good hybrids. The Fly High, for instance, it's finding its way into quite high-profile
You've got
bags.
a strong putter range as well, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, we're about to launch some new putter ranges as well. So we've kind of got your hub, 3 or 4 stable collections, and then we've got some kind of fruity ones coming in alongside those. So yeah, the whole product range at the moment is very strong.
Fantastic. Look, thanks so much for taking us in here. I don't want to leave because it's nicely AC'd,
Nice and cool.
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And of course, good luck to Giles. We're going to see him a little bit later, aren't we? Cheers, that. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. We are. Well, I'm going to go to a short break. Don't forget, if you want to have your safe, you enjoyed that as well. You've got a question for the Mizuno guys. We don't pick it up now. We will put it to them. So please do comment below. We are broadcasting to the Mizuno Facebook page as well. Best place to comment to ensure guarantee that we pick it up is our YouTube channel. There's a link in the body of this broadcast, live sport now. Make sure you hit subscribe. If you comment in the chat section, we are guaranteed to see it. So please do comment below. We want to hear from you. So Giles Evans, he's the overnight leader. He is 4 under par. He goes out at 10 past 2. In the next section, we are going to go hole-in-one hunting here at Royal Norwich. We've never ever caught one live. Will we see one in the next broadcast? I really hope so. For now, we're just going to pop the live leaderboard up for you just for a little bit so you can keep track of things. But when we come back, we're going to be at the par 3 hole-in-one hunting. We'll see you soon.